Welcome. In this video, will Zbcn coin price make new highs? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. When the chart is carefully examined, a clearly noticeable upward curving formation stands out. This curve, as part of a structure formed by price movements over time, acts as a strong support line for investors. Especially when looking at past movements, it's evident that when the price reaches this curve, it reacts upward and begins to rise with new momentum. This indicates that market participants view this curve as a dynamic support level and tend to take long positions when the price approaches it. These types of curve support structures offer more flexibility and trend alignment compared to traditional horizontal support lines. This is because markets often move in wavy and sloped patterns rather than linear lines. This curve reflects that natural flow and represents the rhythm of the market. The fact that the curve is sloping upward is interpreted as a sign of increasing momentum, while each upward bounce from the curve shows that investors regard this level as a reliable buying zone. When the price previously touched this curve, it was met with strong buying reaction and followed by a rapid upward move. This is a common occurrence in technical analysis. A specific sloped structure becomes ingrained in market memory over time and shapes participant behavior. Therefore, each time the price approaches this curve, investor reactions tend to be similar. Buying occurs. This offers both a safe support area and a potential trend continuation scenario. Currently, the price is once again nearing this curve. This point is critical because strong technical signals can be gathered regarding whether another bounce will occur as it has in the past. If the price reacts upward from here, it would indicate not only a short-term move, but also that the uptrend is continuing steadily. In other words, the price touching the curve and then turning upward again is a strong confirmation that the current bullish structure is intact. It's important to remember that such sloped structures can change over time and may shift from acting as support to becoming resistance. However, in the current context, it's clearly observed that the curve still functions as support, and the price is responding positively at this level. Therefore, if the price continues to move upward by reacting to this curve without breaking it, it serves as a very clear and positive sign that the uptrend is continuing in a healthy manner. Additionally, the fact that the price is rising in parallel with this curve shows that a perception of steady growth has settled in the market. Unlike sharp and sudden surges, such steady, curve-following rises provide investors with confidence. This sense of security encourages more buyers to enter the market, increases volume, and thereby accelerates the upward momentum. This leads to more sustainable market growth. In conclusion, the price approaching this curve again and potentially launching a new upward move presents a highly favorable technical outlook. Especially when compared to similar scenarios in the past, the likelihood of an upward reaction from this curve is quite high. This could be a great opportunity zone for investors. If the price bounces again from the curve and rises, not only would the current levels be preserved, but the door to new highs could also be opened. But we can't base our analysis on the curve alone. Let's take a look at other metrics too. Stay tuned. When the chart is carefully examined, we observe a highly notable and potentially powerful formation taking shape, the W pattern. Also known in technical analysis as the double bottom, this structure is considered one of the clearest signs of a market reversal. Especially appearing at the end of downtrends, this formation offers strong signals that an upward reversal may be approaching. In the current view, the second bottom of this W pattern appears to be completed, and the price seems to have started an upward movement from this level. For such a formation to occur, the price must first drop to a certain level, then recover slightly, and then fall again to reach a point close to the previous low. The second bottom is usually the same or slightly higher than the first, which is the first sign that the bulls are slowly re-entering the market. At this point, the upward move of the price is considered a highly positive structure in technical analysis. This shows that the downward momentum is weakening and buyers are beginning to take control. The fact that the price is reacting upward from the second bottom indicates that buying interest is increasing again and that the downtrend may be coming to an end. This upward move may not only be a short-term bounce but also the initial step of a larger bullish movement, because that is the characteristic of the W pattern, a strong reversal move following the lows. This rise from the second bottom typically continues until it reaches the resistance level, known as the neckline of the pattern. This resistance level corresponds to the peak between the two bottoms in the shape of the W. When the price reaches this level, a short-term pause or consolidation may occur. However, if this level is also broken to the upside, the pattern is considered complete, and targets are then set higher. After the completion of W patterns, the price generally moves upward by a distance equal to the depth of the formation. This can signal a highly profitable move for investors, especially if the area where the pattern forms has previously acted as strong support and the breakout is accompanied by increasing volume. The pattern becomes even more reliable. The movements currently observed on the chart support this positive scenario. The strong high-volume reaction from the second bottom suggests growing investor interest. W patterns are important not only for their technical structure, but also for their psychological aspects. This formation shows that fear in the market is giving way to hope and confidence. While the first bottom reflects panic, the second bottom usually sees reduced panic and investors beginning to look for opportunities. The upward move from the second bottom indicates this shift in sentiment and that bulls are starting to take the stage. Therefore, the current upward movement from the second bottom should be seen as a positive development, not just technically, but also psychologically. If the price breaks above the resistance level identified as the neckline of the formation in the near future, this will draw the attention of both technical analysts and algorithmic systems, potentially accelerating the uptrend as more buyers step in. In conclusion, the W formation becoming more pronounced on the chart, and the upward movement starting from the second bottom present a positive technical picture. Especially if the resistance breakout occurs, the target price is expected to move upward by the height of the formation. This represents significant potential for investors. For now, attention is focused on whether the price will maintain this momentum. If it does, both a short and medium-term strong uptrend could begin. If we look carefully at the chart, we can see that a very noticeable signal is forming on the MACD indicator. This indicator is one of the most used and trusted tools in technical analysis to understand the direction, momentum, and possible changes in the trend. The fact that the MACD lines are currently crossing upwards is an important sign that the upward momentum in the market is starting to increase. This intersection could be a harbinger of a buying move and could be considered a critical point for traders to start taking positions. This crossover on the MACD indicator is usually caused by the intersection of the signal line and the MACD line. The MACD line is formed by the short-term moving averages moving faster than the long-term averages, and when this line crosses above the signal line, it indicates increased buying pressure in the market. This upside crossover often signals the start of a positive momentum in prices. In particular, the increase in volume following this crossover and other supportive technical indicators are the elements that strengthen the bullish scenario. We should wait for the MACD lines to rise above zero. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.